Alright people, I wish the picture looked a bit better, you know. Looks a bit of a disaster here. But I just was watching a film there called Man on Fire, and starring Denzel Washington, and excellent acting from the little girl in it. And I was touched by it altogether. I cried. But brilliant film, 2004, and I recommend it to anybody. It's very I liked it a lot. And then at the end of the film I realised it was based on a bloody true story. So yeah, Creasy, Mr. Creasy. So rest in peace, Mr. Creasy, because what a story, based in Mexico. Yeah. I was out tonight and with a lot of international friends. You know, I don't even want to continue. I'm shocked at the treatment of so many YouTubers. But equally, I feel that it's necessary to stand our ground on YouTube, on the internet essentially. I think there's so many good people in the world that we just have to keep on fighting in the most peaceful of ways, fighting to stand our ground, you know. The few people in the world, they do a good job of fucking all up for the rest of us, and it's time now for us to basically take no more of this crap. I would say then my final closing statement on this video will be to aliens. This is a message to aliens. Good luck with looking after this planet. It's quite difficult. I mean, if you asked animals, the animal kingdom, most of them, I asked them the question of, so how difficult is it to live on planet Earth? I can imagine they'd tell you, that's not that difficult really. But ask a human, the answer is going to be, yeah, Jesus, can be really difficult sometimes. Really hard to manage things, people. Very hard to create a system that works. Very hard to change laws that have been nearly basically written in stone, and yet they don't work for us. I do see a future of doomsday, you know. I mean, I was an optimist for many years, even before this doomsday stuff was talked about, you know. It was fairly obvious that the planet and the people on it especially are going down, and I don't really see this world picking up on it, you know, and getting it better. We need severe change of system, and with the way the economists are talking these last few years even of, you know, recession and, you know, not enough money for this, that and the other, it's all a joke. That's all a joke. Anybody who's studied business or economy, including my father by the way, you know, can't possibly open their eyes to this, because basically they've been brainwashed into believing that that system of economy and money actually is the only way, and it's the only working way, when in fact it's not the only working way, and in fact it doesn't even work. Great tool. I'm not saying let's not use money. I'm saying no, let's use money. And I would be somebody who would be in favour of this credit card idea, you know, that everybody has credit cards and there is no money as such, you know, no different notes in your hand. It was just a credit card, one, and you go bleep. That's what they mean with the chip in the arm, which I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want a chip inside me. But it might actually go that way. And the reason I say that, and now, if I'd done YouTube videos like a few years ago, you'd never catch me dead saying this. But I do think that the world is fucked on many levels. And that doesn't mean that we go out and burn plastic now, okay? That doesn't mean we go out and start killing people. Yeah. Just because the world's fucked doesn't mean you have to make it even fucked. More fucked people, okay? So don't be using those words as an excuse to go and be an idiot and fuck the world even more. God or no God, and let's put it this way: if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in heaven, if you don't believe in that sort of shit, then it's very difficult for you to weigh up, you doing a bad thing for the world, and you know what I mean. Like, anybody who doesn't believe in God and heaven and all that sort of stuff, is going to generally, I say, have an attitude of fuck you, fuck that, and fuck the world, which is a sad way of living. Sad because life is much better if you're positive. But I can't be positive at the moment because all I see and hear and feel around me are just a bunch of idiot people. I mean, sorry, really sorry. But idiot people, like, just following people, following trends that are set by who? There's so many wrong things with this world. Fashion industry. These are not priority points of problems, but fashion industry, telling people what's in and what's not, and selling those in things for huge monies so that poor people, really poor people, can only dream of having such a world. That's sick. Sorry, but it is. I'm not into communism. I'm not into and any Americans, by the way, who are, and it's generally the Americans who are very, communism, fuck yourself, kill the communists, blah 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 blah. Communism never happened. Never happened. Just like capitalism hasn't happened either. People can't just go out and buy or make money. They can't just go out and make money. Make capital. They can't. I go off the street with a guitar, play on the street. That's technically illegal. But the police turn a blind eye, to it. But it's technically illegal. There's loads of things that are illegal. You can't in Ireland anymore stop in the street and stand there for a long time. That's called loitering. That's sick. Fucked. If somebody skips the queue in general, subtly even, that's a better point. A line of people, somebody in a queue, a line of people. Somebody skips that line of people, the queue, subtly, and jumps in with other people. Those are the people that have been jumped in on. Generally, in the world, don't say a thing because they're scared to say anything to anybody like that, in case they might get in trouble with the person or whatever. I mean, we need community, people, and I'd really like to see a bit more community on YouTube. We're all doing our thing. I just actually yesterday, this person is absolutely just infatuated with Jesus to the point that she needs to mention Jesus in nearly every sentences in her comments. She mentioned a comment on one of my videos about Jesus, and my video had nothing to do with Jesus. I did mention in one sentence about Christians, but come on. Anyway, this person wrote that, and then I wrote big long comment back, which was basically saying, fuck yourself, come in, talking about Jesus, And then she sent me a private message to say, I don't want to be rude, but can you please take me off your friends list? I don't want to be, I don't want to be a friend anymore. and blah blah blah. And I'm getting that a lot lately. To be quite fucking frank with anybody, I don't give a shit about online friendships. Do you know? Why should I care about online friendships? You know? I mean, I care about the people that I know, but I don't care about whether or not we're friends or not friends. I like to communicate with people and different people. Anyway, see, I'm in the last 30 seconds of the video here. Tough times ahead, people. Tough times ahead. There'll be better times, not so tough if people actually got together, you know, and realised that if we band as one, we can do a lot of things, we can achieve a lot of things. Peace.